I'm Jay Thomas, and today I'm driving a Jag. Fine English opulence and luxury European styling. Comfort, a beautifully crafted interior. Exquisite design from every angle. And it goes like a bat out of hell. So this is the 2019 Jaguar F-Pace Portfolio. And not only is it a Jag, it is the Early Bird Jag. That's right, the spring edition of the 2019 Hospital Home Lottery Early Bird Prize. This and a trip to Jamaica. But here's the thing, the deadline is coming up this Friday at midnight to get your tickets and get in for this Jag. So you can actually see in the description below a link to the Hospital Home Lottery page and how you can get tickets. The F-Pace is Jaguar's full-size SUV, and it ranges from about $51,500 Canadian all the way up to just shy of $100,000, and there's lots of engine options in there too, and lots of trim levels. There is a diesel engine, there is also 2 turbocharged 4-cylinders, a supercharged V6 with 380 horsepower, and a supercharged V8 making an astonishing 550 horsepower. And that's called the SVR model. As well, every model comes with an 8-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive. So today I'm driving the Portfolio trim line, which is the highest trim line you can get to, the most luxurious, without going into the sport side of things with the S or SVR trim levels. This one's got the high output turbocharged 4-cylinder, making 296 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. Of course, all-wheel drive. It's an all-aluminum chassis, which makes it great. 0 to 60 shows up at 6 seconds flat, which is pretty good for a big SUV. You get the SVR with the 550 horsepower V8, 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. So this car has got pretty much almost every available option except for a heated windshield and active dynamics, which is sort of like terrain response suspension. It reads the road and adjusts the dampers according to that. So the way it sits now with pretty much everything else, it prices out right around $77,000. Outside, you'll find full LED lighting, incredible adaptive headlights, 20-inch wheels, power folding and auto-dimming rear-view mirrors, and a pretty good-looking exterior. Sleek lines, dual exhaust. It's a pretty handsome car, I'd say. There's pretty much every luxury feature you could want on a car, it seems, in this Jag right here. Excellent 10-way power seats with side bolsters that squeeze in and out, and you can adjust the actual length of the bottom of the seat as well. A really amazing 825-watt, 17-speaker Meridian sound system. A heads-up display in the top of the dash that shows you everything you need to know, including navigation, the speed limit, what you're doing, your distance with the lane keep assist, everything. Not to mention a 360 surround camera on the outside of the car. I really like that all the functions that you can access through the display with navigation, a lot of your media stuff. There's actually real buttons for it on the dashboard. So when you want to reach to adjust the fan or the temperature, there's a real button there, not just a digital control for it as well. And probably my favorite part about the interior of this car is the color, and there are so many choices. There's these earthy tones you kind of see here with this cream color leather, but there's also everything from that to race red leather. There's bright red leather, all kinds of seat options as well. There's too many vehicles, I think, in my opinion, these days that just come with a black interior, and that's all they are, is just black. So this is a nice change. So not only are the front seats really comfortable, but the back seats are great as well. Lots of room, even with the full, of course, big sunroof that's in here. Lots of headroom for full-size adults. It's very comfortable. There is 4-way quad zone climate control in this vehicle. So every person can choose the temperature of the air they want coming out of the vents in front of them. There's controls back here, heated rear seats as well, you'll see down here, and even a little button off to the side here that is Oh yeah, power reclining rear seats. So it's the lap of luxury even in the back seat. Of course, this Jag features the latest in active safety as well. Emergency braking. There is lane departure warning with lane keep assist. There is also front and rear traffic monitoring and adaptive cruise control that'll keep you, adjusted to the speed in front of the vehicles in front of you. Blind spot assist, and what's really cool is park assist. Not just parking sensors, but it'll actually help you parallel or even perpendicular park. And we're going to try that out too. Okay, so what you'll see down here is a Jaguar drive mode, and this first one actually is ice, rain, snow, and you can actually activate a low friction launch with that too if you got the thing stuck. Of course, eco, that's self-explanatory. This is comfort mode, and the last one is called dynamic mode. And what it actually does, if you look up here, it turns the dials all red, and all the interior lighting at night, it lights up red instead of the nice gentle blue that you normally get as well. The intuitive all-wheel drive system that's part of the Jaguar F-Pace is also really smart. It's pretty sports based, you could say. So it normally sends 90% of the torque to the rear and about 10 to the front wheels. But in certain situations where there's, say, slippage or it's reading the road, it'll actually reverse that. It can send up to 90% of the torque to the front wheels, 10% to the rear, and both front and rear actually torque vector side to side using the brake system. But I think it's time to go for a drive. All right, so here we are cruising up and down 8th Street, Saskatoon. This is definitely an SUV that trends towards luxury more than sport. Now, I know it's still a plenty sportful SUV, but the Alcantara headliner and the beautiful leather. There's leather on the dashboard, of course. Everything in here just screams luxury. The way it rides, the way it handles. It's still, a very sporty driving vehicle, but, there is a little bit of body roll, which also gives you a much nicer ride. It's much more compliant that way. It's smooth. The power is smooth. This is the turbocharged 4, and I like how there really is there's no weight for the torque in a motor like this. There's also no turbo lag. They've done a good job, the engineers at Jaguar, of getting rid of any of that. Brake feel is nice. It's not extremely snappy like it would be, say, in a sports car, but it's not mushy by any means. It's a nice feeling to the brakes. There is a nice bite, a nice edge you get to feel as you're applying the brakes and things like that. The paddles on the steering wheel follow the steering wheel, but the shifts are very smooth, and I notice when you use the paddles for driving, they're really crisp when you take off and you're shifting gears. It is, I'll show you now, take off, one click, and it's an immediate gear change. So cruising is pretty nice. Your ride is great. But how does it do when you really have to crack it open? Keep in mind, this is just a higher performance version of the turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. But wow, you got to merge onto the freeway, you just step on it, and away she goes. So here we are going around the Clover, and I'll take this final loop one more time. And no problem keeping up high speed. Great tires on this car, big 20-inch wheels. So it's like it leans a little bit, and then it actually just flattens out and goes right around the corner. Very sports car-like, and I like that. The feedback and the steering is pretty good in this car. You can feel what the front tires are doing and the grip that they've got. So the Jag's got one more party piece. You don't like parallel parking. The Jag's going to help you out with that. You push this little button right here on the screen, and, well, you look for a parallel parking spot. Let's see, there's one there, but let's find this nice one in front of this truck here. Searching for a parallel parking spot. Well, I can see one. Found. All right, drive forward, it says on the screen in front of me. Here we go. The magic happens. So we're going around the parked car. You've got your screen here to watch. You've got everything. And if you see up here, here we go. The wheel is turning, and I'm just controlling the brakes, of course, in the car. And it's sliding right in. Select D, drive, and wait for the next instruction. And here it is, straightening itself out. That's it. You're parallel parked. You didn't have to do anything. You just had to control the brakes. Pretty easy. Let's see how it works getting out of a parallel parking spot. So all I have to do is push that again. And I want to park exit. All right, so reverse, it says, and wait next instructions. Make sure nobody's coming. Nobody's coming all my way. Here we go. So we're backing up. There's a truck behind us. Stop. Select drive and wait next instructions. So there's drive. You will. It says stop and take wheel. And now you put your signal light on and pull out. Just like that. Well, that's it for me today on the Jaguar F-Pace. I gotta say a big thank you to Curtis and Abdul from Jaguar of Saskatoon and the whole Wyant group. Of course, they're the owners of Jaguar of Saskatoon. And if you're thinking, hey, I'd like to win that car, you know what? You could do that. You just gotta get in for the early bird prize for the Hospital Home Lottery. The deadline is coming up this Friday, so make sure you get your tickets before then. Like, subscribe, follow along, and for more videos like this, go to jthomasauto.ca.